What's good, everybody? This is your boy Tony O, the host with the most over here at MFK Podcast, and today I come to you with another fragrance review. Now, today's review is from a line that I'm just now getting familiar with, and this is my first time ordering from them. They're an online company called Maison, and this fragrance is Maison Roman. I don't know if y'all can see that. Nice little bottle, like I've said before in previous podcasts. One of the things I like about colognes is the bottles. But this Maison was inspired by a fragrance that I was put on to maybe about a month or so ago from the house of Maison Francis Kirchen, the creators of Baccarat Rouge and a few other fragrances. This fragrance in particular was Grand Soir. It was something that I really liked when the lady let me smell it. So, but at the time I was just like, $240 a bottle, $300 a bottle. I can't do it. You know, I don't see myself doing that. But in this journey I've been on, I've been seeing a lot of reviews about this particular brand, Maison, which is a clone house. You know what I'm saying? They take a lot of the very popular fragrances and they make their version of it. And what I will say about this particular one here, this Maison Roman, I don't exactly remember how that last fragrance, how the Grand Soir smelled when I smelled it. Like I said, it was like about a month ago, but I do remember it having a richness to it, a darkness to it, which is some of the things that I like in a lot of fragrances. So I decided to go ahead and order this, outside of the fact that I've been telling a lot of people in my circle lately about Maison, because a lot of people I know just they don't understand how these fragrances will cost so much, and they just like, bro, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to save money, I'm trying to stack money, I'm frugal, whatever the case may be. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. My wife is very frugal, and it spilled over to me. I'm not necessarily so much of a name brand guy as much as I am a feel, a vibe, or whatnot. But I will say that this Maison Roman turned out to be pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I didn't like about this process was it took about 2 weeks for me to get this fragrance, and I'm one of those instant gratification guys, you know what I'm saying, which is one of the reasons why a lot of my colognes I would pick up from the department store, because if I smell it and I like it, I want it right now. That's just the way I am. So I had to practice my patience and wait for about 2 weeks for this to come in. And being that I'm here in Nevada, I didn't understand why it took so long, because this company is, if I'm not mistaken, based out of Southern California. So I felt like it should have been here a lot sooner, but that's neither here nor there. No knock to Maison, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what their process is like. I don't know if they have this stuff sitting on the shelves waiting on people to order, or if they just bottle as they go. Who knows? But anyway, let's get into this fragrance. One thing that I did realize about this fragrance that I didn't know at the time, when I got it, which was last Friday, and it's been very hot out here in Vegas. I got to add that side note, triple digits every day. This isn't a high heat fragrance. This is a fragrance that is better suited for fall, winter type of seasons and stuff like that, for you to really get its true essence out of it, the longevity, the projection, and the whole nine. So with that being said, these are some of the notes that I took based off of when I tried it the first time. Like I say, it was very hot, but I also work in a refrigerated type of environment where a lot of the products that we carry have to be kept at a certain temperature or whatever. So I said, well, you know what? When I tried this at home, it didn't really have a lot of projection. It didn't have, it wasn't really as strong as I thought it would be. But I tried it at work, and turns out it was day and night. You know what I mean? So in regards to fragrances that you wear out of season, or fragrances that are better suited for particular seasons, that's definitely something that you should take into account when you're wearing a fragrance or when you're assessing a fragrance. And we'll talk about that in another podcast as far as seasonal fragrances and things along that line. So Like I said, this was the first time I ever ordered anything online. And what I did notice is when I got it, I don't know if it happened in the shipping, but some of it spilled out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see on this, but there's a little bit of a change of color. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I really like the bottle. But yeah, there was a little bit of spillage in the box. You know what I'm saying? And the cap on there was a little crooked. I don't know if it's because of the ceramic bottle that it's in or whatever the case may be. But the cap was a little crooked, but that's all aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't really have anything to do with the end all as far as the fragrance goes. But like I said, it's a winter, fall, cool weather type of fragrance, nighttime in the spring, if that's, something that you want to rock. It's a great fragrance overall. I like it. It's in the woody amber family, and the components in this fragrance are tonka bean, amber, vanilla, Spanish labdanum, and Siam benzoin. The original Grand Soir has lavender in it, so that may be the difference in connect that I have between the two, as far as it maybe not being an exact dupe or an exact clone of the original fragrance, but very close to it. It doesn't have the lavender in it, so that may be the explanation as to why it doesn't smell exactly like the Grand Soir. But as far as what type of fragrance this is, it's a very intimate fragrance. It's not one that projects a lot. If you wear it at the right time, you might get a good scent trail. You'll have a great scent bubble. It's a fragrance that sits very close to you. You know what I'm saying? So if you wear it at the right time, you can get a lot of use out of it. You know what I mean? And a little bit goes a long way with this. This is not something that you really got to hit all of your pulse points, or that you have to do your typical 8 to 10 sprays. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 12. But this one in particular, you get about a good 4 sprays out of this, and you good to go. You know what I'm saying? A little does go a long way in regards to this fragrance. Like I said, as far as price point goes, the original Grand Soir costs about $235, $240. And this one I actually got on sale. I got this one for $44. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a 4th of July sale that they had. You know what I mean? So I got that for like about $44. But with this brand Maison Ken, they have a lot of plugs for you. You know what I'm saying? If you buy a couple of fragrances, if you spend about $120, you'll get a decent price on it, as well as some extras. They might send you a discovery set, which has about 5 or 6 different fragrances in it. You might get a little bit of a discount, something like about maybe 10-15% off, which is definitely a good thing. A lot of companies like the high-end brands, Maison, Francis, Kirchen, and some of these other brands, they might not give you so much of a deal. But if you buy at the right time, which is something I will talk about at another time, if you buy at the right time, you might get a little bit of a plus, a nice little gift bag or something like that. But outside of that, I really don't have too much more to say about this fragrance. It's not a big compliment monster like the Godfather Kevin Samuels, rest in peace, would say. I wouldn't call it a compliment monster, but if you wear it at the right time, in the right situation, I'm pretty sure you'll get a lot of noticeability, and people will ask you, what are you wearing? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Maison Ken is definitely a brand that I would recommend to anybody who likes fragrances, who's looking to pick up some of the popular fragrances that are floating around on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all this stuff. Maison Ken is a great clone house. This is my first time buying a clone outside of oils that I normally would buy. But I'll be purchasing more from them. That's what I will say. So I wouldn't deter anybody away from at least giving them a shot and seeing what your experience is like. But yeah, Maison Ken Roman, great fragrance, man. Actually, I'm wearing it right now, and I think I'm gonna hit myself one more time. Great spray as well. Great atomizer. And quick little side note, some of the things about atomizers, when you check these things out, if it has a wide spray, you know what I'm saying, then you can kind of keep it at a distance from yourself and get a lot of coverage, which in turn helps with the usage of it. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a wide spray, you spray yourself one time and you covering 2 of your pulse points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, if y'all rocking with this content, like I say, go on and drop something in the comments, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend, you know what I'm saying? And let me know what y'all think about how I'm doing with this with this information that I'm giving y'all. I'm pretty sure that it is beneficial to you. A few people have come up to me and told me that they are learning so much more about these fragrances and things like that through my podcast. So I appreciate that. And that'll be pretty much it. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace. Quick side note, this fragrance did last me for about 4 to 5 hours when I wore it in the right condition. So I just wanted to drop that in. I know that I didn't mention that, but yeah, 4 to 5 hours out of this. Strong projection, or should I say strong projection. I probably got like about maybe 2 hours out of it as far as just noticeability, maybe about 4 to 5 hours. So yeah, quick little side note on that.